Oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's your old pal, Dan Sperry, back with another magic moment. I know it's been a while, and, this was supposed to be like a weekly thing every Tuesday, but fortunately, but unfortunately, sorry, not sorry, I've been actually, really busy, dealing with a lot of projects, a lot of shows, being on the road. This is really hard to commit to, usual weekly schedule of multiple videos a week or even one video a week. I don't know how these guys do it because they must not be, I don't know what they're doing, but I know what I'm trying to do and what I'm doing, and let me tell you, it's really hard. They're probably definitely not on the road trying to just do shows and spread the gospel of, wait, what? Not important. Last time we saw each other was definitely a few weeks ago, and this is an episode, if we even want to call it an episode. It's a story that after I put out the first couple of the Magic Moment stories, this is one that is a bit more notorious, even more so than the others, and I was hesitant to talk about it, but who cares? I'm gonna do it now anyways, and I'm out of focus. Fix it. This happened a number of years ago when I was on tour with a certain company, and we ended up on tour in Venezuela. Basically, long story short, this is a two-part story. What had happened, number one, is the shows we got contracted to do in Venezuela got canceled because there's corruption in their government system, but isn't that everywhere, really? But they were most interesting with their corruption. Not important. The props, the whole show, the production got loaded in the venue, but then the venue got put on lockdown by the government because the owner owed money to some things, and you know what? I don't want to ask questions. Basically, the shows got canceled, so we had to chill at the resort, if you want to call it that, for 5 days doing no shows. They got pulled, they got canceled. So we're just chilling out. Everybody's getting sick because that's just what happens. Everybody gets sick. They're pissing out their ass and pissing out their mouth. Not important. And then on top of it, by the way, there was a toilet paper shortage in Venezuela. There was a toilet paper shortage because it's limited whatever, and there wasn't enough toilet paper. Sometimes not enough food. There were riots happening, and there was a bounty for Americans. If you killed an American and got their passport, it was worth $30,000. Let's just think about that. This is legit fact. This is what was happening. We were told not to leave. Do not stray from the resort because your head passport, you are worth $30,000, US dollars, by the way, to a Venezuelan that's trying to get out. Oh, and because the plumbing was really not up to code, so if you did and had to clean up, you could not flush the toilet paper down the toilet. You had to put it into a wipey bin. On top of that, the promoter, so the way usually, not all the time, but sometimes the way shows get booked out is there's a local promoter, right? Local promoter buys the show, tries to put it on, what have you. I went to the producers of the show saying I was owed $2,500 because I had footed the bill for some of the things to get my way there and for some other stuff I had done for them. I kept getting promised, oh no, this is Thursday, it'll come Monday morning. Well, Monday morning comes, it's not there. And now we're approaching the end of when we're supposed to be spending our time in Venezuela. I know if I get on that plane and I go back to the States without getting my $2,500, I'm never gonna see it again. Game over. $2,500 might not be a lot of money to people who sit in an ivory tower, the brass and the suits that sit in their ivory tower behind their desks, with their fancy pens and, returning their videotapes. It's also a matter of what's right is right. Well, I'm getting the runaround. I'm getting all kinds of excuses. The producer of the show is saying, no, you gotta talk to the promoter. The promoter's going, yeah, we're gonna get it to you. So I had to be left to my own devices, and I was being nice. I'm gonna be getting on a plane to go home after this contract went completely sideways, and we're all just sitting there chilling, sitting next to a bucket of, dirty wipes, right? No wonder everybody got sick. Not important. The heads of this local promoter happen to be two lesbians. I'm not getting any help, any response from anybody. I'm being left to my own devices. So now I have to get creative to get what's due to me. I was owed $2,500, and I can definitely see I'm not gonna get it. One last ditch effort, I send this email to everybody, you know, all the CCs. There's no BCC, this is all CC. And I go, hey everybody, I haven't gotten paid. I know we're about to leave in like 2 days. I've been promised and told it's being transferred. It's on its way. It hasn't come through. So-and-so is not helping. So-and-so isn't helping. Nobody's helping me, but I'm owed what's due. So I guess at this point, because you guys don't know what you're doing, now I'm stuck here sitting on the balcony, on the Wi-Fi. I have nothing but time on my hands. So I'm gonna now have to be forced to use that time appropriately. And the only way I can do that is by taking all your emails, because I have all your emails. And the only reason I have all of your emails is because everybody's pointing fingers at each other and saying, contact this person. Meanwhile, that person I contact is then in turn telling me to contact the other person. You guys are all pointing the fingers at each other and not owning up to your faults. So I guess all I have left to do to get any sort of action and response from you is to take your emails and sign you up to daily gay, male, homosexual, pornographic newsletters.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not.
I mean, it's fine if that's who you are.
Absolutely.
I said, so I have nothing but time to sign you up to this, to these email newsletters and flood your inbox full of dicks. All of your inboxes are gonna be flooded full of dicks. Big, hard
Johnson?
I don't subscribe to said newsletters myself, but I'm willing to bet it's going to be a dumpster fire nightmare trying to unsubscribe from those. So, you got 12 hours, and if I don't have what is due to me in 12 hours before I get on this plane and try to forget about this awful, awful situation that you have put us in, just send me $2,500 and no dicks in your inbox. Within 4 hours, I was paid.
Do not with us.
Dicks.